This is the Cool Cat Cinema Fireside Chat, Episode 3. This episode was recorded on May 25th, 2015, also known as Memorial Day, where we remember episodes of past, such as the episode we just put out.
And thank them for their noble sacrifice.
And thanked our loyal entertainers at Cool Cat Cinema for their sacrifices. Who are they? What were their names? They were Andrew.
Hi.
They were Ian.
I salute our troops.
And they were Matthew. Hi guys, I'm Matthew.
So, Ian.
Yes.
Matt's statements make a good segue. What was that game you were telling me to install?
Neko Atsume.
Oh, there it is.
You were telling me about it yesterday, and you said it was a cat butt simulator?
Ooh.
I mean, more or less.
And then I immediately said, this conversation needs to stop, Ian, wherever this is going. I don't want to know.
It has a really cool art style.
Yeah, their butts are X's.
Yeah, they are.
That's very common. I don't know where it kind of originated, but like depicting a cat's butt is like super popular on the internet, I guess, and it's always just an X.
I think it's because cats basically are always showing them off.
Check out my butthole.
You give them a pet and they're like, tails up, bro.
Well, no, if you scratch them in the rear, they kind of like stretch up like that. But generally, cats don't. I mean, I guess if they're stretching, yes, they do that. Let's look up this behavior here on the Cool Cat Cinema Fireside Chat. We're gonna give you some knowledge, some exclusive insider knowledge on cat science. Why do cats put their butts? Why do cats raise their butts in the air? Although elevator butt, it has a name, like a horrifying symptom when you take him to the vet. I'm sorry, your cat has elevator butt. Although elevator butt may seem rather insulting to us, it's actually the cat's very positive response to the fact that you've hit just the right spot when petting her, not him, just her.
Only girl cats.
Typically, that spot is at the base of the tail. Not all cats enjoy being scratched or petted along the spine or at the tail base, but if yours does, you've probably witnessed the elevator going up. This writing.
Beautiful. Alright, well, there you have it.
So, we've been recording for 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yep.
And, we have derailed into talking about cat anuses.
Yes.
It's only appropriate because we are Cool Cat Cinema, after all, where we discuss cats, cinema, and what's cool.
And anuses.
Anuses are
cool.
That's
cool.
That's just what's cool.
It's official.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was part of the umbrella statement.
So, Ian, you recently just went on a vacation that prevented us from recording an episode for like the past month.
Fucking dick!
Hence why we had to put together an episode using just old shitty footage that we thought we were never going to actually use.
Which, you know what? I should go on more vacations though, because I watched that video and
it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. And see, like, I was watching it again, and I just love the concept of Hit, that game we played, the last one, with the really shitty art style.
Yeah.
It wasn't shitty, it was very stylized.
It was too exaggerated. See, when people try and, like, mimic TF2 and what they accomplished or whatever, they always go overboard with, like, the exaggerated proportions.
That's true.
And it always looks just not... I don't know, if you look at TF2... and they're like, oh, the Heavy, he's a guy who's with tiny legs and a huge gun. It's actually not that ridiculous. Like, they're a little stubbier, but it's not like... It's not...
Have you been following Tiny Derail? as if this wasn't. Have you been following Overwatch, the Blizzard game that looks kind of like...
Dude, I want to play that so badly.
Oh
The
my
only-
gosh, me too.
I mean, it looks good. The only issue I have is that, like, Blizzard is violently opposed to having a field of view slider for some reason. Like, the field of view is so narrow, I get nauseous just watching gameplay videos.
What do you mean?
What do you play at?
I usually play at, like, 110. Like,
Wow, that's
like Quake.
crazy.
If any first-person
Well-
shooter, I crank that shit to max.
But
Huh.
okay, how many Blizzard games have you played?
Well, how many Blizzard first-person shooter games have I played?
Yeah.
So far, a total of 0.
Okay, so where does this claim of they're violently opposed to
Oh,
fucking
because-
field of view sliders
So
come
on
from?
a really obscure website known as reddit.com,
Wait,
there
how
was
do you
a...
spell
Oh,
that?
you mean the knowledge base of all human
No,
knowledge,
would you let me
including...
finish? A Blizzard community manager came in and there was like, no, having a field of view slider would give people an unfair advantage to those who knew about it compared to those who would not know about it. So they're opposed to putting in a field of view slider in their first-person shooter for PC game.
Huh.
So it's kind of like, I mean, to be fair, they were like opposed to disabling the auction house, and they learned that that was the shittiest idea ever. And
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll come around to it. That is interesting that they would just straight up say, no, we're not doing it, though.
I know, it's weird. It's a very
Yeah,
strange
but
choice. The game looks great.
Blizzard-
I fucking
Yeah.
love the idea of the game. It looks really fun.
Blizzard always takes hard stances and then kind of... You could just get a wider monitor. You could custom build a monitor that's like a 25:9 ratio. That way it would have to be wider.
Is my graphics driver even going to know what the fuck to do with that?
No, it won't. You'll have to get a new one of those coded up too.
I'll just contact my
Your
my
boy
pal
at NVIDIA.
my pal Alfred Nvidia.
Alfred Nvidia. But where I was going with that was when they announced that new, Russian lady, big laser, butch girl. Everyone was like, "Oh, she would go with the heavy so well. They'll be
the
besties. Let me
pink-
write some slash fiction."
The pink-haired lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I like about
That they
all
made
these-
for all Tumblr users everywhere.
Which, granted, she looks pretty cool, but yeah.
I don't the design. So here's the thing, Blizzard. So to go off of my complaint earlier, where everyone's trying to imitate TF2 by making the proportions all shitty, Blizzard is doing good. They understand like what proportions to exaggerate to kind of like to explain what this character does.
Right.
Like
Right.
they understood it and they fucking nailed it. Yeah, the art design in Overwatch looks great. Game looks great. I
Podcast
don't know if
brought
I'm
to
gonna...
you by Blizzard Entertainment.
I don't know if I'm gonna play it because I absolutely despise the Heroes of the Storm free-to-play model.
I
I
don't
hate-
even like the Heroes of the Storm game. I don't mind the free-to-play model, but the game was disappointing to me.
I don't know. So like one of the main issues I had with League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm does it even worse is just I'm about to like really
Trigger
drop
warning, trigger warning.
There's gonna be a fight on the CCC. FSC.
Okay, just hear me out. I don't think in a free to play game, I don't like the idea of unlocking content that gameplay content like characters and
skins.
stuff. Skins are fine. I think League of Legends has awesome skins and you can pay money and get cool shit, but I don't like how they restrict you. They basically like kind of they just restrict your gameplay experience by not having things unlocked. And in Heroes of the Storm, it takes fucking like hours. It takes so long to unlock just a hero.
So it's not the pay part of the free-to-pay model,
No,
it's
you
the
have to
play
make money.
part of the
You have to make
free-to-pay.
money. Yeah, in League of Legends, they
free-to-play.
understand like cool skins, showing them off. Yeah, that's great. But having to unlock
So
characters,
you don't like leveling up and getting IPs to buy your runes.
No, so what I think, so like games like Counter-Strike, the only thing separating, a brand new newbie player and like a pro is practice. And I think in a competitive game, that is like super important. So obviously Overwatch is not going to be a competitive game. It doesn't look very competitive. It looks like a fun, goofy game to have fun and goofy times with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I'm not okay with, I'll be honest. I don't play games to have fun. I play games to crush noobs.
You play to win.
I would prefer the path of least resistance to my dopamine fix, please, and I only get it from crushing the souls of those that are less experienced than me in this video game. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. But yeah, Overwatch seems pretty cool.
I just realized my Audacity was clipping, so sorry, Matt.
Oh, it's okay. I'll fix it in post.
I just turned it down.
Whatever.
Fix it in post.
I'll make you sound like a chick in post as well. How about that?
I'm okay with that.
My volume actually looks like it might be a bit low, but you'll fix it in post.
Just let Matt fix it.
And Matt'll take care of it.
Give Matt 2 unusable
hey,
streams.
Matt, I forgot to press record, but you can fix that in post, right?
You have a filter for that, right?
A Photoshop filter for just generating the first 11 minutes of this podcast.
I'm gonna turn my mic up just a smidge at 11:30.
God damn it.
So now...
Stop making me have to do work.
I told you when it was, bro. I can't make it any easier.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
So we were talking about the next game we're gonna play.
I thought we were talking about Hit still.
Well,
yeah,
I meant before we...
Oh, so like, dude, I would
okay.
love... I just really want a multiplayer game that's like made for just people that you know, not like random match, that like builds that kind of paranoia that we experienced in Hit.
Yeah,
Like, who the fuck are you?
I feel like if you were having an in-person LAN party with like 6 or 8 people,
Basically, yeah, Hit would be amazing.
Hit would be a lot of fun. I mean, after all the bugs and crashes.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
only issue is that Hit was actually really broken. Like, so we recorded the Hit episode like 2 months ago, so you guys might not remember, but I just sorted through the footage. Do you remember how you could only use the keyboard on the menus and not the mouse?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Just things like that. It's like
things like that.
Hey, come on,
add
guys.
up.
Come on.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Perfect. But yeah, so the next game we were thinking, I don't know, let us know what you think in the comments section or on Twitter at CoolCatCinema or Facebook /CoolCatCinema or CoolCatCinema@gmail.com. Let us know.
Sick
Also
plug, bro.
Tumblr.
If there's also CoolCatCinema.com, but don't go there. It's a weird place.
Tis a silly place.
We're thinking about playing Synergy, which is a mod of a indie game known as Half-Life 2 that makes it co-op enabled.
It's
Gabe
practically
did it in his own free time.
It's practically confirming Half-Life 3 also, by the way.
Is it? A
No.
co-op mod? I mean, here we go. Dead Space 3 enabled co-op. Half-Life 2 now with co-op. Half-Life
3 confirmed.
No. If I were a little less suspicious, I'd say it was just coincidence.
Numbers don't lie, bro.
Especially the most important number of them all. 3.
3? That's a magic number if you've ever listened to Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh,
Is it?
And you know something else?
Wait,
What?
no, hold on. Wait. I don't know which one I want to hear more. Andrew seemed really excited to know what else, and then Ian is bringing back my childhood with fucking Schoolhouse Rock. I don't know. Someone go first. Whoever speaks the
let's tell our
loudest gets
stories
to
at
win.
the same time.
Okay.
Okay. 1,
No,
2,
no.
3, go. There's a song in
So,
Schoolhouse Rock
Gordon
that's about
Freeman,
the number 3.
his
It's
last
not a very
name,
good
Free,
song, but it's
Sounds
the number
like
3.
3. So,
Done.
Okay, I didn't really hear Ian. I started focusing on Andrew, and that was with the
probably
worst
for the
evidence I've ever heard in my life.
so I'm thinking that from the beginning they knew we're gonna have 3 games. So they named him Gordon Free. 3? Gordon 3, man.
Or
Wow.
that's just confirming that Half-Life 3 is going to go free to play.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a
It's
first-person
gonna be a
MOBA.
MOBA.
MOBA, yep. Make it happen, Gabe.
Oh, God.
Half-Life 3, now a MOBA.
Just some shitty MOBA. Developed by Blizzard. Half-Life 3
shots.
by Blizzard. You'll
They
take
both
our fucking Dota trademark, well, we'll take your fucking Half-Life trademark, bitch.
What?
Yeah.
No, God, Dota is such a trademark nightmare.
Oh, man.
Like, I can't believe that Dota 2 even fucking exists. Because of, like, it was made by some people using someone else's game, and then that person got hired by a different company, and they wanted to trademark that. Yeah, it was...
Yeah.
The fact that Blizzard was like, yeah, man, whatever, go ahead, it's just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. How did that happen?
Well,
I mean,
I
I
was
play a fuck ton
told-
of Dota 2, so if you want, I can give you the full history, but I figured I would just spare everyone, because
Yeah.
they'll start groaning. Just like,
Yeah,
oh.
let's go
was-
that way.
I was told, I am actually kind of curious. I was told by someone that Dota in the Warcraft days stood for Defense of the Ancients.
Yes, so Dota
And
6.
Dota 2 just stands for Dota 2.
Dota 2, yeah, so Dota, the acronym, is not trademarked. Defense of the Ancients belongs to the community, and technically, I guess, Blizzard. Whatever. When they made the game, there was probably some agreements that, like, characters like Wind Runner, which is Blizzard IP, has to be changed. Skeleton King had to be changed.
Yeah.
So,
but
obviously,
Lena
like-
Inverse is still okay.
Lena Inverse is still present, but that's because she's, like, I don't know, obscured enough somehow. But yeah, so Dota 2 is just not even an acronym. They trademarked it as a just proper title. It is just Dota. And
that's what I thought.
yeah, and that was the agreement they came to, that Defense of the Ancients, Dota, can still exist, and no one can claim that as their intellectual property. And then Valve can make Dota 2, provided they change all of Blizzard's intellectual property, like their characters, to something different, and that they can't ever get mad at Blizzard having... Yeah, it's so crazy. But I guess they're just like buddy-buddy, Blizzard and Valve, and they just let it happen, because...
They go swimming in each other's money vaults.
Yeah, it's just...
Scrooge McDuck style.
Yeah, and also check out my friend's Weaver skins for Dota 2.
Oh yeah, Ian has a friend that made some skins. Well, I guess they're called they're sets in Dota,
Yeah,
because
made a set.
you can interchange the parts as you see fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it for Weaver. What was it called? The something exoskeleton?
Yeah.
Weaver, Dota 2.
Oh man, now I have to look it up.
Oh, it's fine. I'm on it. Let's see. There's a section on the armored
also-
exoskeleton.
Armored exoskeleton, that's it. He
Okay,
also
so yeah.
submitted a few things that weren't taken, but they look really good, so check them out.
So yeah, Ian's friend made the armored exoskeleton set for Weaver. Go buy it and support Ian's friend.
There you go. And
There.
then buy his game Black Fawn on Steam once it's released.
Oh, is he making a game? What's it called?
Yeah, he and another friend. It's called Black Fawn.
Black
Fawn.
Fawn?
F-A-U-N.
Oh. Okay.
They were at PAX East actually demoing like an early alpha.
Oh, that's awesome. This
Yeah.
website looks totally legitimate. So, is it like a Diablo kind of game? Dungeon
It's
crawler?
a Diablo-esque game, yeah. People ask me like, "Oh, what are they doing to stand out?" I don't know. I played an early,
What are they doing to
early
make it
alpha of
different?
it. But
Absolutely nothing. It's just Diablo 3.
it's just a reskin of Diablo. They just changed a few of the graphics.
Because
It
Blizzard
does
doesn't
look
give a
very
fuck about
Diablo,
protecting their
doesn't it?
IP, obviously.
Yeah,
So-
we've already covered that. So here we go.
Oh, but you play as like a centaur.
a centaur that is not
A satyr. Yeah.
satyr is probably
Yeah.
more... Yeah.
Which is
So-
what I look like when I don't manscape.
Oh. 6 self burn?
Yeah, bro.
That's the whole point of comedy, is to just like, yeah, you gotta make comedy at the expense of yourself. That's just. That's why comedians always just like, man, I'm so fat, and then the audience laughs. That's what comedy is.
Give me money.
Man, I'm so fat.
Thank you so much, Andrew Brubaker, ladies and gentlemen.
So, I have an interesting link I'd like to share with you guys. I feel it might provide some
good
interesting
talking material.
Talking points here.
Okay.
So
are you shooting it
I'll
over
Skype?
Skype. Yes, we use Skype, but we record using Audacity, so the air quality is just so good for our users. All right, what is this? Whoa! Oh my God, it's loud. It's loud. Can I mute it?
I don't know.
Oh, what is this?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
EAStarWars.com is a anti-EA like propaganda site that they bought before EA did.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it just lists all of the ways EA is ruining the Battlefront franchise.
Well, I don't know why anyone was excited for Battlefront in the first place. Like, here's the thing. Battlefront, great game, but, like, EA has not put out a, like, good game in a really long time. So the fact that anyone was hyped was Excite hyped.
Well, it sucks because people have been waiting for a Battlefront game, and now that it's happening, it's being made by fucking EA.
It's just this huge disappointment, yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, it's just a site that...
Well, maybe it's really good. We haven't actually played it yet. We're just, like, comparing... Like, here's the thing. Number of maps on this EAStarWars.com. Battlefront 2, 33 total maps. The new Battlefront, 12 total. But what if the level of polish and quality is so much higher?
I'm sure it will be. But, like, you look at the DLC and shit like that that's already planned.
There's already 5 DLC packs planned for Battlefront.
Oh, great.
Oh, my God.
In case buying a game was too inexpensive for you.
Yeah, right?
That's why I'm really hoping free-to-play methods like Counter-Strike or whatever take off. Because it gives you a great game. Oh, wait, no, Counter-Strike isn't fucking free-to-play.
No, it's not.
So I guess
it's
like
not,
close,
but the microtransactions they make sense.
But basically, what I want to avoid on this podcast is showing my Dota fanboyism. I don't want that to happen because I don't want the podcast to just fall apart into me just going, and Dota's so great because of this, and this is so cool, and this is better than League of shit. I don't want it to become that. But Dota 2's free-to-play method is just like the best ever seen ever.
All right, well, if only
Anyways.
that was all that mattered in a game.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing: like, Dota's a weird case. It gets
Fight.
Gets to because it's just like they get to have this weird free-to-play method because it's fucking Defense of the Ancients. Like, it already was like this legendary game.
Yeah.
So they didn't. Yeah, they got away with it because it was Defense of the Ancients. I don't think it would have happened if it was like literally anything else. I don't know. It's a weird thing that it exists, and I'm gonna stop talking about it.
All right.
Because I don't want to fight Ian on this.
I have another thing we could talk about that I feel might be interesting.
Oh, I can unmute my Chrome now.
How do you guys? How did you react to the ukulele project?
Oh, Yuka-Lele. Yuka-Lele. The rare revival, as they called it.
Yeah, it's... Ian, are you familiar?
I'm trying to look it up before you call me out on it, but I'm too slow.
It's a...
Quick,
it's basically the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie and that era of platforming.
It looks so good. I'm so excited, yeah. I've been wanting a 3D platformer for a while now. Like, I don't know. They were really fun, and they were so lighthearted, and every game these days, like, every game trailer, I guarantee will just be like,
Yo.
mankind stands on the brink. Now all we have to do is kill lots of... Yeah, it's just like, fucking hell, guys, lighten up.
Yeah. Yup.
Like, and the fact that
Every
ukulele,
game is like Superman and Batman, and not like the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was very, very relevant. Very, very.
I have to see Avengers 2 still, so don't.
I mean,
pat me
I
too
haven't
hard.
seen Avengers 2 either. Yeah.
Okay, we should. Did you?
What
did you
the fuck
see?
is this GIF?
Wait,
A cat getting vacuumed?
Ian just sent a GIF. I'm gonna click on it. Okay, so far I see a cat, and then the cat is being vacuumed, and the cat is fucking loving it.
I like when he starts poking him with the vacuum.
Did you see the Avengers movie review by The Onion?
No.
The satire they were taking was the guys like, look at all this room where they could have had more superheroes where they didn't. And it's kind of funny because everyone complains that Avengers 2 is like overstuffed.
Yeah.
And he's like, see, there's some sky here. You could have fit 2 more superheroes. It's quietly brilliant.
Just fix it in post.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go. So, Matt, when are you getting the copy of the Avengers 2 to finish editing?
Yeah.
I'm still working on
I
it.
fixed it for you, Marvel.
I'll just go ahead and download these really affordable 3D these 3D graphics suites
Yep.
for the
And
low
a really
price of. I'm gonna
affordable-
guess. Let me just guess. 3ds Max is like $4,000. Let me look it up.
No. Guess how much
The
Cinema
computer.
4D is.
Hold on. 3ds Max buy. It's $123 annually. So I guess.
Oh, that's
Okay.
surprisingly
Are
affordable.
Oh
you
wait,
ready
no,
to shit your
$123 per month. It's $1,470 annually.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
ready to shit your pants?
I am.
Guess.
no.
Guess. Well, I'm not either. Guess how
I
much
am.
Cinema 4D costs for a new license.
Okay, how much? Oh wait, I have to guess. $2,000.
No, higher.
$10,000.
No, lower.
$599 US.
All right, now it's not surprising, I guess. It's like $3,800.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's just a license though. Like you don't have to pay monthly for it.
No.
Okay. Well, there you go. 3ds Max, you have to keep on paying them $1,470 every single fucking year.
Yes.
Oh man, I got Adobe Premiere Elements because I'm like, oh, $50 on sale. This will be great. I can edit my videos. It is not Adobe Premiere Pro at all. It's like the most new. Like they neutered it, then they
Oh, is it
took
like a
its
light version or something?
tail, and then they took 2 of its legs also. Yeah,
Jesus.
it's basically all you can do is like chop video up and then spit it out. I mean, there's
So
a
it's
little
like
more,
it's
but
like iMovie for Windows, except you have to
It's-
pay $50 for it.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
At least it'll render in H.264. Like
There you
the
go.
exporting options are kind of okay, but wow.
Yeah, me, I can't afford things, so I'm still stuck using Sony Vegas Video.
Don't you have a real job and a house like a grown up?
Yeah, but nobody can afford software.
No,
These
that's true.
these software suites are just not made for people. These price points, you just can't be a person
Honestly,
and buy
for-
these suites of software.
For $100 more, instead of getting Premiere, I could have gotten like a GoPro and use its in-hardware editor and have the same results.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I understand that there's a lot of work that goes into these suites of software, and like the people that make them need to eat, but I would like to be able to purchase them and eat at the same time.
Yeah.
I would really like to be able to do that. Basically, like if you don't already work for someone in this type of field, you just can't. You can't just drop that money on like a hobby. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It sucks. But I guess, I mean, there are lots of light versions, and there's lots of
student versions.
There's student versions, which I think I don't know if I have a EDU account that still is active, unfortunately. But yeah, it's hard to have creative hobbies that involve suites of software, like anything from Adobe. Adobe.
Yeah. It sucks.
Oh well. I guess we'll just be a pirate. I do not condone piracy.
No.
Piracy
no,
is bad. You would not download a car.
It's risky, it's dangerous. Did you see? Have you guys seen the IT Crowd?
I've seen one episode. Is that good enough for what you're about to say?
No.
Okay.
You should see all of them because it's fantastic. But
Okay. Well, I've seen one episode.
They have one little opener that's like you wouldn't download a car, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then it's like you wouldn't knock out a police officer and then shit in his hat and then give the hat to his wife. Something like, it just like goes off the rails, and it's so funny about like just how
piracy
ridiculous.
is basically like punching a police officer and shitting in his hat.
Yeah, exactly.
It very much is.
It is.
As someone who's punched a lot of police officers and shat in their hat,
Oh
I
my
can
God,
tell you.
You do that all the time.
Yeah, I can tell you after having pirated, I feel roughly the same.
The shat in the hat.
Dr. Seuss really had a dark period in his life. The shat.
Yeah. It was his brown face.
I feel like we're writing material for Cards Against Humanity now. Because isn't there like there's a card, I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, it's like a Dr. Seuss card.
There's like I think there's a Dr. Seuss card, there's a lesser known brown period card or something like that. I don't remember.
I believe it.
I have a very just kind of foggy memory of that card game.
Does sound right, doesn't it?
It does. I bet if you're Googling it right now, we'll figure this
I
one out.
gotta look that up now. Cards Against Humanity Brown. Oh, yep.
Bingo. What does it say?
During Picasso's often
Picasso's.
overlooked brown period, he produced hundreds of paintings of blank.
The shat in the hat.
The shat in the hat.
Perfect. All right.
I forgot Picasso was a children's book writer. Yeah. I don't remember my my 5th grade education that well, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like 2-3 years.
Oh. So I was thinking, in addition to having this podcast here, basically every podcast, they have a fan mail section in the podcast. So, since nobody sends us mail because we've never given out our email, I figured we'd start off by saying, "Hi everyone. If you want your emails to be read on our podcast here, send them over to, send them over to coolcatcinema@gmail.com, and eventually we'll get a more legitimate sounding email address. But for now, coolcatcinema@gmail.com.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a Gmail. Everyone likes Gmail. But we should have something like mailbox@coolcatcinema.com eventually. We should get that.
Yeah, but then you have to pay a little bit. You don't have money.
We own coolcatcinema.com, though, don't we?
Right. But I don't know about setting up a mail server.
Oh, yeah, I do. There's I'll just write a note and I'll talk to you about the one that I
Alright, so the temporary email to get your emails read on the Cool Cat Cinema Fireside chat is coolcatcinema@gmail.com. So I figured to kick us off, we would read some comments on our videos and then reply to them. So, cool. I don't know, let's go to...
Pick a couple.
Let's go to Active Worlds. We don't get many comments, but let's see.
But the ones we do get, we respond to, damn it.
Matt was pointing something funny out about the comments before we started recording.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, what was I pointing out?
The comment on the newest video.
Alright, yeah, let's
Oh, did
Let's
I
have
miss?
a discussion. Let's have a discussion about Reginald Smith. One of our most loyal and strange fans.
Oh, I love
So,
that guy.
on every one of our videos, Reginald contributes just beautiful comments. So, let's read one of them now, shall we? On
Yeah.
our Active Worlds video, he has, so nice to see such a diverse group of trans women enjoying games. I am especially impressed that Matt is able to live and play in peace as a post-op Arab. The more you know. Reginald Smith. If I'm pronouncing
The
your
more
name
you know.
correctly.
The more you know, as if it was like an irrefutable fact. I love it.
I love this guy. Every time he replies, I'm just like, oh boy, what did he fucking say this time? But yeah, Reginald Smith, he just posted on our video that we uploaded, which when this video goes live, or this podcast goes live, was last week, on our Dud Sessions episode. He says, best video yet. He didn't once call us trans women trying to break into gaming.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a setup. If he's waiting for us to
If
be
he's
like,
just
"Oh, thanks,
kidding."
dude," then he'll be like, trans women.
So, yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't know if he's saying it to insult us, or if he's just kind of... So, there's this kind of culture on Tumblr right now, where, like, there's a legitimate, there's a legitimate need for, like, trans acceptance in just, society. And it's super far behind right now. Like, there's not a lot of education. It's very scary for trans people to, like, come out and everything. And so I don't know if Tumblr has kind of, sometimes they're very rude, I guess, about trans acceptance. And it can sometimes
Rude about the lack of it.
Yeah, so, like, sometimes Tumblr can go a little overboard. And I don't know if
Sometimes.
Reginald is making fun of Tumblr culture, or if he's just making fun of us.
Or just gently trolling.
I don't know.
Which-
What do you want from us, Reginald? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Help you.
We love you, buddy, but what the hell do you want from us? Oh my god. Yeah, he's my favorite commenter. Every single time I look forward to the shit he has to say.
It's always entertaining, and at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, right?
Yeah. So anyways, if you want to have your comments read or your emails read, just shoot us over coolcatcinema@gmail.com, or just post a comment on this video. And then we'll read them, because nothing else really is something that we can reply to. I've been kind of looking through them. I guess I can reply to the ones on the Cool Cat Cinema Fireside Chat episode 2, where they said the fire was really loud. The fire sound effect that I just add.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
don't want to say anyone is wrong, or anyone is using shitty speakers, or anyone doesn't know how to balance out the treble and bass, but I could barely hear the fire. I don't know are they joking at us? Is this
I
a
don't know.
trick?
So I'll lower the volume next time, but I feel like
Yeah.
the volume was fine. I just don't want to, like, start an argument with... It was Reginald, again. Reginald who mentioned that the fire... Is he fucking with us? I don't know.
But then Dan also was like, yeah, it's
Dan?
really
No,
distracting.
Darren.
So
Darren, our other...
sorry,
he's
Darren.
another frequenter
Yeah.
on our channel. We
another
have, like,
super
3...
fan.
Yeah, we have, like, 3 people who comment
Yeah.
on every single one of our videos. And we love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I will do everything I can to make the fire sound effect not as prominent. But what I think it might have been, they might have been mistaking it for Ian when I did some work in post to, like, give the bass boost, to make it sound super sexy.
Yep.
I think I accidentally started boosting your breathing into the microphone.
Oh my.
So it might be that they're talking about. Because I listened to it again, and it does kind of sound like a roaring fire, but it is definitely you just going...
Wow. All right.
That's pretty much what you.
Well, I think I just
So-
blew out the sound levels.
So I think the
laughing at
fire...
that,
I
so-
think the fire crackling sound effect we use is fine, but I'll need to be more careful not to I'll need to be more careful about, enhancing the audio because I might just.
I'll need to be more careful about Ian.
Yeah.
You need to be more careful about Ian. Yeah. Ian, I'm gonna need you to be more careful about your
My diaphragm control.
your oxygen intake is just a bit much. We need to talk about this. Oxygen doesn't grow on trees.
Wait a second.
I'm pretty sure that's like.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you're also not entirely correct.
I mean, yeah, oxygen doesn't just grow on trees to be like, when it like ripens, you just pick a fresh batch of oxygen.
Just grab an armload of oxygen, put it in a basket.
Fresh, locally grown oxygen for sale.
Never pasteurized.
It does come from
Pepperidge
trees,
Farm remembers good oxygen.
The future is bleak indeed.
Where Pepperidge Farm sells us oxygen. Hey, that was like that one documentary, Spaceballs.
Oh yeah, I saw that
The
one.
Perrier.
That was a good documentary.
Oh, speaking of documentaries, did you guys see the latest Last Week Tonight episode about the chicken farming?
No.
I have not watched John Oliver's attempt at television humor.
What is wrong with you
I don't
guys? And
have-
don't you?
I don't have
Check-
cable.
He puts most of his shit on the web.
The fuck
Like
is the web? What is the internet? No, I'll get around to it. I don't.
Pretty much every week or two, there's some incredibly hard-hitting, well-researched piece of journalism that's also really funny, and everyone except you two watch it apparently. But the
I hear
latest
it's
one,
great. Yeah, it's just.
It is. But,
Sorry. You're really passionate about your John Oliver. I can see that now.
I've been. You know what? I was following his podcast before he was cool. That's all I'm saying.
That's what
So-
people are going to be saying about the Cool Cat Cinema Fireside
About the cool
chat.
Yeah. When we have our HBO show.
When Reginald and Darren, you two, will be on the front
Yep.
lines, just going
there you
like,
go.
yeah, these trans women were pretty funny, but I liked them before they got popular.
Before they sold out. But his last one was on chicken farming, and he used a couple clips from a documentary that one of my friends from high school and also Los Angeles here did a few years ago. So
Oh, nice.
I I kind of know someone who's almost a little famous.
All right.
Yeah, go me.
I'm so proud of you, Ian.
Yeah, thanks. I finally made it, guys.
Now use that fame to promote Cool Cat Cinema.
I
Call up John Oliver.
Can you
call him
maybe
a
I
favor?
will.
Just be like, hey, I know the guy who recorded the footage that you used for one of your episodes. You want to give us a shout out?
A shout out. You want to mention us on the show? Cool Cat Cinema, YouTube. Okay.
You know,
And
where we discuss
also it's-
hard hitting issues.
Yep.
Like,
Well, if they ever do an episode on swatting, none of us fortunately have any experience with that, but that would be in the realm of what we do. So, also check me out at twitch.tv/itsuityourself.
so I feel like every time you give that shout out to yourself,
Yeah.
I think you should probably mention to people like how it's spelled, because it's when you first mentioned it's suit yourself. You remember how confusing it was for me to add you on like Steam or whatever it was, right?
I do remember those times.
I
Yeah,
was like,
those were-
what? What's your name? It's
It's as part of the name.
which yeah. It's super
Suit
weird.
yourself is the other part of the name.
What is it? SUTURE SELF.
SELF. Yeah.
It's suit yourself.
There you go.
That's Ian. He streams on Twitch.
But add the it's. That's part of it too. That was part of the confusion.
No, because you guys kept on getting mad at me. You're like, it's suit yourself, and so I would add suit yourself. Guys, it's not working. No, it's suit yourself. I know. I just added him.
What does my tattoo say? Dude! What does mine say? Sweet!
What?
From Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, that's a motion picture event of the
Yeah.
century that I have not partaken in.
I actually haven't either.
I know they were really praising that movie for its realistic depiction of the invasion of Normandy, though.
Dude, where's my car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I think that was
Starring-
that was dudes where my car. Dude, where's my car? Right?
Dude, where's my car? Starring Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they have to rescue Matt Damon.
Yeah. Yeah. I only saw the beginning of that movie, but that's, I think, what happens.
Golly, what an inappropriate thing to make fun of on Memorial Day.
My God. Oh, now I feel really bad. Wow. I salute and respect our troops, guys.
There you go. Save it.
Whew.
Well done.
Send your hate mail to coolcatcinema@gmail.com.
Feel free to flame me at twitch.tv/itsuityourself.
So yeah, we've been doing nothing but promoting shit for like the past 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do we wrap this up, or do we decide on another subject to discuss?
Well, Andrew had that thing he wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, like at the beginning of the podcast? What was the thing you wanted to talk about 30 minutes ago?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Alright, well what's the next thing that you wanted to talk about?
Oh, did we ever actually finish talking about synergy, or did we just say that's what we plan on doing?
That's what we plan on doing, and that we
Okay.
don't know what to expect, which is perfect, because that's
Okay.
just kind of how we do here at Cool Cat Cinema.
Yeah.
We just go in and see what the fuck happens.
See what happens, yeah, which is why you got that Duds episode. Which, granted, if you take... I mean, I guess even games we can't really make full episodes out of, if you just take 3 minutes out of each half-hour session, you can find funny, but...
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, the Velvet Sundown, I was nearly in tears editing that thing. When you did the, Ian, when you made the, what if this is all just a big video game? I was, oh my god, that was so fucking funny. Ian, you're a funny dude. I'm glad
Wow,
we
really?
hired you.
Thanks,
turns
yeah.
out.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that check to come in.
Hold on, you ready to hear how much we've made on I mean, yes, we play ads on our videos. Takes a lot of work to edit them. We do,
It does.
you don't have to give us money, you don't have to click on those ads, but any amount of compensation obviously is really, really nice. We've made $3.86 since we started Cool Cat Cinema up
Oh,
again.
wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
No, we're
Really?
super unpopular, but it's okay. Like, I think it's fun to just make these episodes.
It's
and
fun to do.
If
Yeah.
there's just a few people that think it's fun to watch, then you know what? That's fine with me. Although you fuckers should be sharing our videos so we can make mad dollars and quit our day jobs.
That's exactly right. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it so.
Come on,
Number one.
Reginald. Promote
Engage.
these brave trans women getting into gaming.
Yeah. Come on, man.
What's the deal?
I can't for the life of me remember what it is I was going to talk about.
Okay. I wasn't sure either. I just wanted to throw something your way because
Well-
I didn't have anything.
Yeah, what we can do is this episode, because we were a little busy in the month of May, this episode's going to go live pretty close to the recording date. It's going to go live in actually like 1 week. So you'll listen to it, and you'll go like, oh, I remember, and then we'll discuss it on the next podcast.
Yay.
And no one, all of our viewers, are not going to let you forget this one. Every single time you don't mention it, they're going to become increasingly less patient with your shit.
Sounds about right.
Come on, Andrew. Where's the cool thing that you wanted to talk about?
I can't
Our
remember.
users will say.
Well,
Oh, no.
you can mention the candy again if you want. I kind of like that story. I think that's a good closer.
Oh,
Oh.
but that's not even my story.
Oh.
Matt's the one who tells it.
Oh.
Are you gonna put
Okay.
the pressure on me to tell the story about the candy?
I think I
So
just did.
okay, so yeah, Andrew recently got like one of those subscription boxes where they mail you just shit every month.
Oh, cool. How is it?
And Andrew's themed box was like Japanese snacks or something, right? Japanese snacks or candy or something. And anyways, inside of one of these boxes that he got was just this incredible candy, and it actually changed our life. So, what was it called again? Do you wanna...
Pucha ball?
Pucho
Ball. Pucchoball. Pucho ball. Punch balls is a candy that comes in 3 stages. And Andrew and I have described this candy. We call it a planet. We call it a planet because the outer layer of this candy is a very fizzy kind of soda powder. So like when you pop it in your mouth, it starts fizzing up like a Zot, whatever those are called. It fizzes, and so we call that the first stage of entering a planet is going through the atmosphere. The fizziness is like going into an atmosphere. Because eating this candy is like exploring an alien planet. The second stage of the candy, after you get through the fizziness, is the solid surface. Like it's just kind of like a gobstopper at that point. Very tasty. And then after you get through that, you crunch through, and you get to the gooey core, like the molten core of a planet.
It's pretty fantastic, and I advise that everyone try them.
They're so good. It's an adventure every single time you pop one of them balls into your mouth.
Wow. I'm looking forward to it.
Ian actually purchased them on Amazon. You can get them on Amazon.com. This episode was sponsored by Amazon.com.
Yeah.
For $3.50 with free shipping.
Which is just slightly less than what we've made in the past 3 months at Cool Cinema.
Help us buy a candy.
Then we have to split it 3 ways.
Watch our ads and donate to our channel on our channel page, and so we can eat candy.
Like adults.
Actually, I don't know. I would totally be okay with this, with this channel, if like we just made enough to purchase like a luxury candy like the Pucho Ball every month.
Yeah. We're gonna be a candy review channel now.
Fuck video games. It's all about candies now. Yeah, Pucho Balls though. Look them up. They're so good. And if you already have had them, you're probably just nodding your head right now, just going, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is
Don't
correct.
Gotta tell me. Yeah. Super delicious. Go buy them now.
And stay tuned for the next episode of Cool Cat Cinema, where we will probably play Synergy, the Half-Life 2 mod that enables co-op. We very likely will play that.
I am really looking forward to trying it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so psyched.
Yeah.
Unless there's like technical difficulties, like it doesn't work anymore or something.
And actually, I think, wasn't it a commenter who suggested that we try games that we actually like?
There was a suggestion in one of the comments. It's just like, hey guys, you seem miserable. Why don't you play something you enjoy? We heard you. We're gonna play some Half-Life 2, where we'll throw cans at Combine soldiers together. Mm-hmm.
So excited.
Yeah. So yeah, if nothing like prevents us from playing Synergy, that is going to be the next episode, and I'm super stoked.
Hell yeah!
Mm-hmm. Woo! All right, so we're getting our southern accents are coming out for some reason. So let's sign off for now.
Let's wrap it up. All right.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And we really appreciate everyone's likes, comments, subscribes,
or 5-star ratings on iTunes, I guess.
Sharing with your friends, social media, whatever.
Yeah, get your friends together. Sit down and watch some Cool Cat Cinema. It's a great bonding activity. It's totes worth.
It goes great with some Fireball whiskey. Cool Cat Cinema sponsored by Fireball whiskey.
Fireball whiskey and Pucho balls.
Oh god, that would be terrible.
God, Fireball is already just like
so bad.
It's very difficult to enjoy that particular liquor. Yeah. If I've offended any
You.
Fireball fans, I'm not sorry, because your taste in liquor is wrong.
There you go.
And if I have made some Pucho Ball fans proud today, stay strong, my brothers.
Respect.
Did you just pound your microphone?
I pounded my chest, but I realized it was probably right next to my microphone.
Wait, do you
Sorry,
have like
guys.
a chest clip? Like, are you that legit?
No,
Like one of those
Sure,
clip microphones for interviews?
if no one can verify, then yes.
All right. This is just an audio podcast after all. No one will know the
The
truth.
internet doesn't know you're a liar.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.